Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. His fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown.
It's
Here
a
comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
Yo, by the way, Kick Dingbat here. Welcome to the Philly Shakedown post-game show of a tie preseason game.
Woo.
What are you going to do? Joey Shakes, what's happening, man? What's going on?
I'm chilling. Just watched the game. A lot to talk about. going into I know it's kind of nuts, but definitely a lot to talk about tonight. So we'll get into
a
it.
lot to talk about. You ain't kidding. Let's see. Thanks to everybody who's in here. Stephen Ray, Jameson Smith, Frank is here. Steve, Frank, Jadis Young, Donnie. Let's see who else. I gotta get a lot of chat. 916. Jin. Who else? Alex. Joseo. Mark. Thank you guys. Ref Tacos here. Thank you guys, everybody. Linda's here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, I mean, this to me was one of those games where there were some things that I really liked and some things I saw that really excite me, and there are some things that scared the friggin' hell out of me. And I'll start with the thing that I'm really scared about, and that is Marcus Mariota. Like, I think he was horrible. He had guys wide open. He can't hit anybody, dude. He literally cannot hit anybody. And I'm thinking, if you got to have this guy play one or two games, let's say during the course of the year, I mean, I don't trust him at all. I don't trust him.
Yeah, no. Thoughts, I mean, 9-17, 86 yards, 52.9 completion percentage. I mean, I even when they were backed up in the end zone, I know like Sua Opeta didn't have a good game either because he just couldn't block worth of shit tonight. But it's just to a point now where I think we could say that this is probably the worst move that they made. $5 million for the year. And he overthrows everything. He can't. I mean, I think Ross Tucker kind of said it perfectly in the game. He was kind of like, I think you have to settle him in a little bit and let him run and not be a pure pocket passer because that's just not what he is. And I feel like the Eagles maybe are, but I just don't think the skill is there. And I agree with you. I don't think even with the best roster in the NFC, pretty much, like, do I trust him taking over for one or two games? I don't know because Tanner McKee goes in there and is just a gunslinger. He might not have any athletic ability, but it's fucking nuts, dude.
I love Tanner McKee. I mean, like, dude, I'm like ready to make him my number 2 quarterback. I mean, if you look at his now, he was 10 of 18, dude. He was 10 of 18, and I counted 5 drops. 5 drops, literally, that were like perfect passes that should have been caught. So to me, I don't know. I think that it's hard for me to feel comfortable with Mariota, but I also know, would the Eagles really be comfortable with a rookie as a backup? I mean, that's a legitimate question. But they gotta figure a way to settle him up because I was very concerned about his performance.
I totally agree.
I tell you though, a couple guys I really liked. Nolan Smith is an absolute beast. He's going to be a beast. He was so fast. And that play he made where he unfortunately got hurt, and I think he's okay, but my gosh, I mean, dude, to blow that play up the way he did, he was awesome. And the other guy I want to talk about is Nakobe Dean because people want to know about Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean will be small. I mean, Nakobe Dean comes in, makes a great play at the goal line, gets penetration, hits the running back, forces a fumble. I thought Nakobe Dean and Nolan Smith, Tanner McKee, those would have been my 3 standout players tonight, dude.
Yeah, I mean, even some other ones like I think Zach Cunningham played pretty good in that couple series he was in. Even throughout the coverage, he's obviously above Miles Jack right now, at least on the depth chart. Christian Ellis was making tackles all over the field today. I mean, coverage, shooting the gap, doing a really good
Christian
job.
Ellis
like
still misses too many tackles.
Yeah, he does. He does.
You know, he just misses too many tackles. I thought Cunningham. Like if I had to say who am I starting 2 linebackers, I would say give me Cunningham and Nakobe Dean. I think you're good. But I thought he was good too. Another guy I wasn't impressed with was McPherson. Like I do not think he can play outside corner. I definitely do not. And I think they wanted to take a good look at him because they're going to have to make some tough decisions in the defensive back area.
Yeah, I mean they were aiming for him a lot. I mean those big receptions, and there was times where he had some good coverage. He just when it came to contesting the ball, he just couldn't do it. Goodrich was having some troubles as well. I thought McPherson came back in that second series a little bit. He was getting some good coverage there. But like you said, he's not an outside guy. Like they're just moving guys to Desai likes to move guys around and just see what he has. So yeah,
I will say this about Desai. In the first 2 preseason games, in the first 2 preseason games, I think he's blitzed more than Jonathan Gannon did the whole entire year last year, dude. He's definitely going to be more aggressive than Gannon, and I love that. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that, no doubt. Definitely.
I thought, I thought McPherson. There was a time where they put him back inside, and he made a couple plays. I just don't think he's comfortable outside. I really don't. But it is what it is. To me, that, like I said, the biggest concern to me is just Mariota. Like that's bothering me because you may need him at some point, and he can't hit a side of a barnyard door. Like he can't hit anything. I mean, guys like Calcaterra, like they're wide open, and he's overthrowing them. Even Zacchaeus, right? That Oz kid, he hurt his shoulder because he had to try to turn around on a bad throw from Mariota, and then he fell off.
Yeah, same thing to Greg Ward as well. Greg Ward had to turn backwards for a catch going the opposite direction. Like he's just, I don't know. Can he get better? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell.
It's crazy. It really was. Let's see. Monteri's 500. What's going on? I like what I've seen, except for Mariota. Dean is what I thought he is. Cunningham, not bad. Ringo, inconsistent, in my opinion. The Ringo play where he allowed that catch.
Yeah, I was on him.
Dude, he had perfect coverage. Like it should have been a pick. He just lost track of the ball. I think that's something you kind of can work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as the injuries go, there was a lot of injuries tonight. Nolan Smith got hurt. Oz got hurt. Ojamo got hurt. McPherson got hurt. That kid Tyree Cleveland got hurt. I don't know how many were serious. I know Cleveland and Ojamo, I think both of them had movement and stuff because they were taken off in a stretcher, all wrapped up so they couldn't move. So we'll find out. Nolan Smith was on the sideline joking around. I didn't think he was too bad, and I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Jason says he shouldn't just get number 2 just because of the contract. I mean, would you make Mariota the number 2? What would you do?
I don't know, because for what he's worth, what he's getting paid for $5 million, it's not even worth that. I mean, can you really? I mean, with Howie Roseman and how he values that position so much, is he really going to keep him there?
So if you don't keep him, or if you said, all right, we got to move on with him, are you comfortable with a rookie McKee playing as a starter if he needs to be? I think you probably need to go get another quarterback. You'd have to go out and get somebody. I'm thinking Malik Willis from Tennessee is the move.
And
bring him in as a backup.
Yeah, I mean, even like if you want to go that direction, that's perfectly fine. But I mean, all I know is what I've seen with my own 2 eyes is that McKee has just played better, and that's it. What we hear at these joint practices and camp is what we hear, and I think Mariota's maybe had the best, like maybe not even 3 days of having a high side good practice or anything like that. When you're facing your own guys, it's your own guys. But when you're facing a different team, it's a different story. So he hasn't been consistent. It's just, and it hurts us, made mistakes this training camp, but it's not like consistently bad all the time. So I honestly didn't think Marcus Mariota was going to be this bad.
Well, he's just so inaccurate. He can't hit anything.
No.
He had guys wide open, and he just couldn't hit them. Tortiville, thank you for the super chat, man. Mariota might steal the "it's always him" label from Barnett if it gets there. He might. You might be right. I mean, I don't think the Eagles will. I think they're probably going to keep him. I think that they're probably just going to hope that they don't have to worry about it. But I mean, Mariota is definitely my biggest fear, in my opinion. Just. Out of today, that's the thing I worry about the most. Further AM, what's good, fellas? What's happening, my man? Only because, the chances of your quarterback missing 1 or 2 games can happen in the course of a year. It happened the last few years for us. So you have to have somebody that could come and play. And right now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would rather have Stink Shoe instead of Stinky Yoda. That's how I feel. I'm really surprised Mariota's been such garbage.
Yeah.
Shabir, I don't know if I can pronounce this name. Eagles sign Matt Ryan or Nick Foles. Quarterback shout out name, please. How am I going to shout out to Sahabir Veer? Shout out to you. I'm sorry. King of Cakes, thank you for super chat. He goes, is Nolan Smith going to be okay? Yeah, I think Nolan Smith was fine. They showed him on the sideline and he was joking around. He was laughing around. He still had his pads and everything on. I think he's okay.
What about how you feel about the rumors with these running backs, like the Nick Sirianni quote from like the other day when he was like, "There's good competition at linebacker, there's good competition at running back." So is there actually a competition at running back now? Is there a real competition between Trey Sermon and Rashad Penny right now?
Oh, I think that Sermon, I think that fumble hurt him tonight. I mean, he did come back and have that touchdown. But obviously DeAndre Swift didn't play. You saw Gainwell got the start. So to me, I think Swift's your number 1. I think Gainwell's your number 2. I think Ball Scott's your 3, and then probably Penny. I mean, I think it's those 4. I think, I mean, Penny only had like a couple carries, and he was way better than he was a week ago. So I don't see how I think Sermon hurt himself tonight, dude.
True. No, I believe it. it.
Michael says Zach Cunningham was solid. Yeah, Zach Cunningham was really good. Now, apparently, he had signed a big contract with Tennessee, got hurt, and then I guess wound up being a cap casualty. So we might have gotten a total steal with him. Total steal, But I thought he was really good tonight.
Yeah.
916, and thank you for super chat. He goes, the Cowboys the 2000 Ravens defense this year? What are you kidding? Dallas's defense is not. Jeez, you Dallas fans are crazy. Ain't happening. Joe Eagle says Swift, Gainwell, Penny, Sermon by Scott. Oh, so you're gonna keep Sermon? I don't know. See, I think they like Boston Scott too much. Like they trust him in too many situations to cut him. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Alex says Nolan Smith, is he okay? He was in the locker room. Oh, excuse me. And he said he was fine. He was disappointed himself because he just wanted to go, but they kept him out. Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah. You could tell by the way he was on the sideline, he was going to be okay. I thought he was tremendous. He got quarterback pressures, and then he made that great play before he got, when he got hurt. I think reverse, Dallas Cowboys will mold the day. They will never get over the fact that they didn't take him. I'm telling you. I'm watching the games repeating. Mariota just threw a pick way over the guy. Jeez, he stinks. So I think so. We got 615 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. I think that, like I said, my biggest concern tonight is Mariota. I'm worried about that backup role. But I liked what I saw from the rookies. I thought Sidney Brown once again. I mean, he came out like a heat-seeking missile again, dude. How's he not rising up the depth charts? He's got to. I thought he was good. I thought Tanner McKee was good. I like the fact that they get Steen and they can play him at right tackle, at right guard. Like, they can move him around. So I was pretty happy with all the rookies and stuff. My biggest issue was Mariota, man. I thought he was just like scary, you better worry, horrible. Like, that's how I felt.
Yeah, true.
Underdog chances. I'm worried about our second string safeties. We need to get someone else to sign. What do you think, 500 Joey? As time's going on, I'm becoming more okay with the safeties. I don't really like what I see from Edmonds. I like what I see from Brown. We know we got Blankenship, and I almost said Considine, but Blankenship. And I thought Kevon Wallace has played good again tonight. I thought he had another good game. So maybe the safety is not going to be as bad as we think.
Yeah, no, I think it's I think like we said, like, beginning of training camp with the safeties, like, I know we were kind of panicking. Maybe we have to sign somebody, or the rumors that the Eagles, Howie Roseman was going out there and trying to find a top tier safety, which he could be, who knows? You know what I mean? He's always on the phones, but I think this was like the safety position was a wait and see approach, just to see what we have. And you just got to let it ride for a while, because the Eagles have made late signings, in August. It's happened before. So you just got to give it time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They signed. I went back and I looked at my video the other day for the trade when they got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That was after. That was right before the start of the season. That was after preseason. That was like at the 53 deadline. So they got him like. Oh, I think that trade happened on August 30th, August 31st, something like that. So how he's looking for something like that. King of Kings Savers super chat, man. He was 500. Name the starters for week 1. All the starters? What position? It'd be easier just to give you a position, because I don't know what I don't know what their depth charts are. Thank you for super chat though. Dad says City Brown will be an Eagles great. Well, I know you like Nakobe Dean a lot, so I know you had to be happy with him tonight too. I think City Brown's going to be good.
He's a beast.
I do. Trying to watch Mark Holmes go off of Capizzo. Yeah, they deleted it, but don't worry, I have it all. I have it all. For a time and a place. Big Reg, thank you for super chat. He goes, Philly, can we loan you all some pass rushers? Nolan Smith could not start in our defense lineup. Stop it. Nolan Smith would have been a better pick than Mozzie Smith. Are you kidding? Jeez. I mean, Nolan Smith is behind Hassan Reddick on our team. Dallas Cowboys will regret not drafting Nolan Smith. You watch. Mark my words. Click this. Clip it. Whatever you're going to do, just have it marked down. You guys will regret the day that you didn't draft him. Let's see. Jelani says, Philly, do you think Nagata makes a 53? I don't think so. I think he makes a practice squad. I think he'll be practice squad guy. Here's the thing. Like, it was kind of hard to judge the receivers, especially first half. Marcus Mariota was so horrible. How could you judge the receivers? And then in the second half, I thought Joseph Nagata actually played good. But, man, Cleveland dropped. I mean, they were dropping balls for McKee all night, dude.
Yeah, I mean, now since Cleveland's out, and then Cleveland's was having a really good training camp, really good offseason so far. So you're kind of looking like who's going to take that 5th spot right now. As much as I can't stand it with Britton Covey, because he doesn't do anything else but special teams. He doesn't even play wide. I mean, he barely even plays. So it's like you're going to, a whole roster spot is going to a guy that only plays special teams, and it's kind of ridiculous, but I don't know who else. I don't know. I don't know who else takes that spot if they're keeping 5. I would think, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Greg Ward's been great. I mean, but
Greg Ward's been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you got Devontae and AJ. You got Oz, you got Quez, and you probably keep one more. And to me, it's probably got to be Greg Ward Jr. at this point. So what's going to happen? I think Kane hurt himself tonight, dropping balls.
Yeah.
I think Joseph Nagata is a rookie that gets cut and brought back on practice squad. I think Tyreek Cleveland probably going to be practice squad guy. That's just what I think he'll go. I think they probably keep 5 receivers. Well, maybe 6 if because you also got your punt returner. Why they don't let Devin Allen have a chance to do punts?
Are they
just understand it?
Are they just freaking sticking anybody on special teams for specialists? Like, I'm seeing the most random freaking guys like McPherson, Trey Sermon on kicker. Like what are they? Like, what is Michael Clay doing? Like, I don't like. Yeah, you're right. Like, where's Devin? Like, all this speed. Like, he was used in the offense. Why isn't he even given a chance? Like, why did they bring him in? I mean, I don't get the special teams at all. I really don't.
I don't either. I don't like the punting. The punting's horrible too.
Oh,
I'm not impressed with Legatron either.
Here's a stat for Legatron. Hold on, I wrote it down. Yeah, so T.Y. Zentner. So he had 4 punts, averaging 41.3 yards. Okay, which is not great, and 0 times he's been inside the 20 today, and that didn't help his chances. God, special team. Michael Clay has got to fucking go, dude. He's got to go.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing on special teams, but like it's not like super expensive to take care of your special teams. But like Trey Sermon running a kick return is like watching JJ Arcega-Whiteside run the 40. It's too slow. I don't understand. Put Allen back there on punts and let's see what he can do.
Yeah, their best bet is Devin Allen, or their best bet is wait until they start cutting, and then when guys start going off waivers for tough cuts from other teams, try to find somebody that was a tough cut, that was a good special teamer. The Eagles are scouting these other games. So, sometimes they scout these other games, see who's going to be available. So try to find somebody on waivers or something, because if they don't, then Michael Clay is just playing favorites and he has no idea what he's doing. Right, we've been down this road before, so
yeah,
it's hard.
Super Tony says Mark is already recording you getting pissed off at Mariota overthrowing. He should be very careful of the stuff I've got. Why make a big deal about a backup quarterback when Hurts is looking great during training camp? Worry about the quarterback struggling. Well, but you got to always worry about a backup. Backup quarterback is one play away. Remember that he's always one play away from going in the game, and if you're backup quarterback cannot hit a pass, I think it's something that should be concerning. I do. It's nothing to do with Hurts, but man, you got to be able to hit people, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we need a backup quarterback.
We can't be careless about the backup quarterback position. Plus, it's like, last year we could have been in the first seed. We could have clinched the first seed so much earlier. And then when Hurts was overused in that Bears game and he got hurt, and then they put Minshew in this Jalen Hurts system that just didn't work because they have 2 different skill sets, and they figured they'd just use it the same exact way. And you have to give a shit about this backup quarterback position. It's not a joke, because I really don't have any faith of being with the best roster in the NFC. I don't even trust him making the throws to these guys. I really don't. Right. It's alarming.
Right. But if Mark wants to put clips of me in preseason, that's fine, because I'm going to have all the clips during the regular season when it matters. Dom, thank you for super chat. He goes, honestly, Zeke was getting picked on, had to turn the game off at halftime because of Mariota. Like the Rooks, I didn't really like Edmonds. I didn't like Edmonds either. Hopefully, Brown starts. Love you, boys. Cheers to a good season. Yeah, thank you so much for super chat. I didn't think Edmonds looked good either. And Zeke was getting picked on. And Mariota made the first half was hard to watch. Second half was fantastic. When McKee came in, man, it just the energy
automatic
change. Jameson Smith, thank you for super chat. He goes, if Jalen gets hurt, how many games can McKee win? Well, that's the question. Do they think that they can win games with him as the backup quarterback? Because I don't think that even through preseason, I still don't think they're going to put McKee at number 2. I think they're going to keep Mariota. And just, they're going to have to hope he gets it together. I don't know. I just don't know. But Mariota just does not look right. Like, I just don't understand. He cannot hit anybody, man. He can run fine, but man, he can't throw.
You can't go into one more preseason game looking like that. He looks like that for another preseason game. You're telling me they're gonna
even play? I don't even think he plays next week. I don't think he plays. I think you're gonna see McKee in the first half, and then you're gonna see Book in the fourth quarter. Hell, you may see Book the whole game.
Oh God.
Week. Yeah. It's crazy. Slagather. Nolan Smith is a cheat code. He is. Tanner McKee is the second coming of Big Dick Nick. Dean and Brown are missiles. They are. Tyler Steen is future right guard. There is so much potential here. You got to love it. I mean, when it comes to the rookies, I'm very impressed with the way the rookies are playing. I mean, I think we're getting rookies that are going to get a lot of playing time that are going to contribute. Carter, Smith, Sidney Brown, and then you see what McKee has done, and we'll see how the right guard position pans out. But I already like how they're using Steen in different positions, and I think he's holding up. He's going to be a good one too. So their drafts are great, man.
Yeah, because even they said it too. Like usually when you have like a tackle that comes out of college, and sometimes like they usually could play just both tackle spots, but differently now it's with Jeff Stalin. Now they have him at right guard, which it's very interesting. But that's great though.
Yeah. And Reaper said, guys, McKee is facing fourth stringers. I know. And Mariota's facing third stringers.
It's embarrassing.
Like, how much worse can the fourth stringers be from the third stringers? I mean, you got to be able to hit a guy. I mean, he's not even hitting people. And we're not even talking about a situation that Mariota's constantly under duress and getting hit. Like, there are times where he's got plenty of time to throw and he just misses guys. Like, I think it's something mental or something. But to me, it's like he can't hit anybody.
No.
I mean, I don't know what to do. Torville says Mariota couldn't have made half of the throws that McKee did. He has no touch for back shoulder throws or placing passes on the outside of the cover of the receiver. I know it's crazy. I see. I don't think they would bring Foles in, and I know because people keep saying Foles, but I can't imagine Foles coming back because any situation, let's say, Hurts has a bad half, everybody wants Foles.
He's still on the Colts. Where is he?
I think he's a free agent. He's a free agent.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that.
They cut him. Jono, David Super Chat goes, I will bet you money Smith gets 11 sacks at least. I hope you're right. I want that to happen. Let him get 11. Let Jalen Carter get 11. Mariota can't hit a point-blank target like how I know. He just missing wide open guys. But I mean, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I love my owner talking about Jerry Jones. I thought Foles was retired. Not gonna lie, I don't think he retired. I think when Foles retires, I think he'll sign like a one-day contract with the Eagles and probably do it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm trying to think what other positions. I mean, Carter and Jordan Davis, they were out one series and they were out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the receivers. It's very hard to judge the receivers, especially in the first half. Running backs are what you got. I'm not worried about the running backs. I think we're fine. Actually, I like I said, I liked the linebacker play tonight of Cunningham. I really thought Cunningham stood out. And I think he's going to end up starting. I really
He might.
Let's see. Howie was on the phone. Mariota toasted. I don't know if what Howie was up to, but I can tell you this: it was 18-18. It was a 4th and 16 with McKee. Why punt the ball? Like let him go for it. Who cares if he doesn't get it and they kick a field goal and win the game? Like, do you really care about preseason win or loss? I'd much rather have seen put that McKee in that situation and see what he can do.
Yeah, maybe it was just a look for the punters. I mean, it could have been almost anything. They did that for a reason, but who knows?
Cunningham ain't starting. Well, who's going to start over him? Because I don't know who's much better on the other linebackers. You got Nakobe Dean, and then who else? Christian Ellis. You got to be able to tackle. Miles Jack is obviously way down on the depth chart. So who is it going to be?
Morrow did okay. Morrow did okay today. He wasn't horrible today.
He had a play on the backfield. He missed.
The screen pass. It was the screen pass.
There were a ton of missed tackles. By the way, they need to hit a little more practice because there is a ton of missed tackles. Leon Banks, thank you for super chat. He goes, can't believe we stole McKee in the 6th round. Marcus is trash. McKee is great. McKee to me was like the highlight of the night.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Like, why do they draft a quarterback why do they even draft a quarterback if they already signed a backup? That's why draft one? Because we want him to, if he plays well, we're just going to ship him off somewhere else. Like, there's got to be some type of plan here with McKee coming in. There had to have been some plan when they drafted him. What, to let him go?
I think they bring him in to develop him. You develop him and then you try to trade him. I think that's what you want to do because he doesn't fit. He's not a running quarterback. He's not going to fit what Hurts and Mariota do. But I'll tell you what, McKee was fun, man. He made the game fun, in my opinion.
I was getting Carson Wentz vibes with Mariota because, like, if he fucks up on a play and then he just looks miserable, and then that vibe kind of like drools over everybody else in your offense. And when McKee comes in, he looks like he's focused. He looks, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a different demeanor. Like, it's just different when McKee's in the game. And it was like a penny handoff. It was great. And then there was some good things. There were some good things out of that game. There really was.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of this with Mariota is mental, because you remember when he played with Tennessee and we lost to overtime. He threw like 380 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like, he lit us up. So I know he's got it somewhere. I think it's mental, and that's probably why he's like, acting the way he is. But as Mariota's giving you Wentz vibes, that McKee kid's giving me Foles vibes by the way he carries himself and plays.
True.
It's just crazy. War of David Super Chat, he goes, most of our backups didn't look well tonight, especially the wide receivers and corners. We need to work on tackling all next week. Yeah, tackling was definitely an issue, which makes me wonder, are they not hitting enough in practice? That's what makes me wonder. Toryville says, if McKee keeps balling, they would be wise to promote him and let him increase his value. If he just stays third string, then his value won't change much. Yeah, that's true. Let's say you get in a situation where, like, you have to go. Let's say you have to go 3 games, right? Because let's say something happened, Hurts, God forbid, knock on wood, but just a what if? And you need 3 games, and Mariota comes out and struggles like he struggled in preseason. I gotta think they put Tanner McKee in. I gotta think they would do it.
How many times did they run Mariota today? Like, how many run plays did if they didn't, then
once or twice?
That's not enough.
I can only remember once.
It's not enough.
Yeah. They need to get him settled in. They need to figure out what's going on with him. Mr. International says Eli Ricks. Oh yeah, Eli Ricks is a player. I agree. I like Eli Ricks. Alunai says 500 Joey. Brock Purdy has 11 interceptions in 9 interceptions in 11 practices. Jeez, only better than Dak Prescott, who's got like 11 interceptions in 11 practices. Can you imagine Brock Purdy beat Dak Prescott? That's pathetic. R Gravy, thank you for super chat. He goes, what battles remain? Quarterback number 2, running back 4, wide receiver 5, will linebacker, cornerback 5, safety. So I think you have. I don't know if there's a battle at quarterback number 2. I think that's a fan thing. I'm not sure the Eagles how they feel about that. I think the final running back spot is definitely a fight. I think that you got probably a fight at the second tight end spot. I think you got a fight for starting safety. I think Cam Jurgens is being favored. I think he's going to win that right guard spot. I definitely think the other linebacker besides Dean, you need to find somebody. And then, I think your corner there's a big fight there. You got some good guys at the corner. I think part of why McPherson played so much, I think they wanted a good look at him because he may be the guy that they cut.
Yeah. What about is Calcaterra's not as a backup for Goddard?
Yeah, well, you got Stoll and Calcaterra.
I mean, they usually keep 3, don't they?
They keep 3. Yeah, they keep 3. And then you got Arnold that they brought in, and then they got that kid Russell. But who's I think the backup tight end is up for grabs. I think Stoll probably gets it because he's a better blocker, but they'll probably keep 3 tight ends, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it'll be the same as last year, probably.
Yeah. Worse says, I never liked McPherson coming out of college. I think McPherson just is not going to play on the outside. I just don't think so. Nick Sirianni, the cannoli eater, says, I think Mariota will be a quarterback number 2 just because of the money. That's what I think, too. God forbid Hurts gets down for +3 games. I think McKee will come in if we get 2 bad games from Mariota. You could be right. Jeez. You know? Oh, go. Philly 500. You need to watch your mouth when you're talking about 3,618-year-old Jerry Jones, who had a birthday tonight, who just turned 3,619 years old. Emperor Palpatine with the electricity coming out of his fingers. 3,620 years old. Jerry Jones stinks. That's my respect for him. No respect. Cunningham was good. John Jones, yes, Cunningham was really good. I thought he was one of the better players tonight, you know. My 3 standouts, if I had to say my 3 players that I think stood out the most, I would have to say McKee, Dean, and I would say Zach Cunningham. I would probably have to put Cunningham out there. And that would be even ahead of Nolan Smith, who I thought played really good. But I mean Cunningham, rather. I mean, he had a. I think I have a stat. Let's see if I have stats here. He had 7 tackles tonight. Kevon Wallace had 7 tackles tonight. Also, that's not bad. I thought Kevon Wallace has been pretty good. I mean, I think at this point I would not get rid of Kevon Wallace, dude.
Looks like Desai is getting the best out of him on his. This is a contract year too.
Is it? Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I thought he was good. Victor says, yeah. The news that I heard was Nolan Smith's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, be good.
Can anyone block his? He's just who we want to block. Who we're trying to block? I don't know who we're talking about, so I don't know.
John Doe, I think.
Just time his ass out. Give him a little timeout. Joe Eagle says we need a good backup for the slot. Maddox always gets hurt. Yeah, Maddox does. I mean, I thought McPherson would stay as the slot corner. You know,
him or Josiah Scott. Well, I think Goodrich is another one too because he's moved around a little bit because I think there's a good competition there as well. So we'll see. Yeah. Mekhi Gardner's another one too. Garner's is another player to look out for.
We didn't really see him tonight though, right?
Nah.
I don't remember seeing anything with him tonight at all. So yeah. Let's see here. Joey, why isn't Zentner kicking well? He was great at Kansas.
Yes, the statistics show what they show. The guy can't kick inside the 20-yard line. That's just, if you can't do that, and you're averaging just 40 yards a punt. It's not good enough. It's really bad.
If I was on the Eagles, the first thing I would do is I would go out and I would sign a kicker tonight. Like I would go sign Matt Ariza like tonight. They need a punter. Both those guys are not good. They're not good. You know? They didn't do good. Eli Ricks was getting cooked, unfortunately. I thought he was all right. I thought he was all right. There was one play he slipped.
I think he slipped
another
on that
play where he turned around a little too late. But I don't know. Do we even see Job out there tonight?
I don't even remember.
Job. Yeah. I think Joe might have started, but like a lot of those guys, those second team guys came out after like one series. Like that first drive, that was it. A lot of those guys were out of the game. So, you know, who knows? I thought Taron Jackson had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was pretty good tonight too, man. He made some plays. They should have had a safety. They I don't know how that guy got away from a safety. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Jackson probably will he'll be on another roster probably. Our line's way too deep right now. He's really not going to have a shot, but he played well though.
Yeah, he did. Keith Saunders says, thank you for super chat. He goes, McKee is confident, poised, smooth, nice vision. Yeah, he was great. I mean, I love the way he stands in the pocket, man. Like, I like that kid a lot. I do. I mean, if it was me, I would say, yeah, make him my backup. But, it's different when you get in the regular season, you're around the starters, So, we got to keep that in mind. But I thought he was good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dwight says, Nolan Smith is garbage, trash. What? Get the hell out of here. You're crazy. Nolan Smith just tore it up. Boy, they are so jealous of us. They think we got Mozzie Smith. Mozzie Smith's hot garbage. Everybody knows it. We've heard about how he's getting manhandled at practice. And then you got Jordan Davis manhandling people. Jalen Carter manhandling people. Now you got Nolan Smith running down receivers and run backs from behind. It must be very hard to be a Cowboy fan realizing that your asses are in big trouble for years to come. Ken says, Nolan Smith is fine, sir. I said Mariota is the backup. He will make the decision after the next game. Well, I mean, he's the backup, but what do you mean he's going to make the decision? Like, to what? If he's the backup, he's a backup. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Nolan Smith is looking like Micah Parsons by the minute. It translates to the regular season. It's over. I just wonder how they're going to use him when Hassan Reddick's there. Because you got to get him on the field, man. He's just too athletic,
Yeah, I think mostly with him on the edge is like getting more tools for the toolbox, like just more moves. Just has to be, just has to learn a little bit more technicalities with his moves and stuff off the edge. And I think he'll be fine. Like on that reverse, he was just, man, he was. And that was a guy that ran, and the guy that was running with the ball in that reverse, he runs like a 4.2, 4.3. Like he's quick, man.
Yeah, that was
caught
awesome.
up to him.
Yeah. That was awesome. Michael says Nolan Smith closing speed. It's insane. It really is, dude. That kid's gonna be. You can tell. Like there's times where you get players and you're like, okay, yeah, I can tell that kid's got it. Whatever it is, he's got it. You can say that about Nolan Smith. You look at him, you go, yeah, this kid's a player. Especially once he learns the intricacies of the NFL. He's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
He's a stud. Jalen Carter's a stud. Yeah, it's good. It's good being an Eagle fan right now. Let's see. Trying to get a comment that's like reasonable. It's like I hear Dallas saying, he's not better than Parsons. Stop it.
Yeah, but
they get so worked up. It's
but
so
Philly,
they're
talking about one player though. I feel like that's all they've been talking about is one player the whole entire offseason. Like, there's nobody else that they're even talking about besides Dak. I mean, other than that, they're not talking about nothing else but one player that they think is a game changer.
No, I know. It's crazy. Marco Lucio, thank you for super chat. Goes, just joined. What's Nolan Smith's injury? Was it a shoulder or arm?
Shoulder.
I think it was a shoulder, but he said he's fine. He's fine. They checked out. He said after the game he's fine, so nothing to worry about. Let's see. Mazzy, I thought they said Nolan. Oh, yeah. Mazzy, I thought they said Nolan Smith. That's right. Marcus says, I don't have a good feeling about this season. Well, is it because of the injuries tonight?
Yeah.
Kylie Ringo, they're showing the Kylie Ringo play again. Dude, he had a pick.
Yeah.
He had an interception. I don't understand how he lost the ball. Like, they need to check his eyes, make sure he don't need glasses or something, It's crazy.
Time him out again. He's doing the same thing again.
I don't understand why people try me. Like, I try to be so nice.
I know.
Let it go. It's like, and they just keep doing it. It's like, why do you want me to just like hide you from the channel? I don't want to have to do that. Grims, thank you for super chat. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
23 days away for the Patriots. Are you all confident? I'm very confident. I mean, listen, nothing tonight has anything to do with any of the starters or pretty much the whole second team for that matter too, because a lot of those guys were out of the game after the first drive also. To me, I'm perfectly confident. I just want to shore up that backup quarterback spot because I do worry about that. That's where I see, we got to figure it out.
Right.
I even like what I'm seeing from Sidney Brown and Breed Blankenship, what we're hearing from. Like, I've seen enough of those guys I feel much better about the safety position than I did a few weeks ago,
Yeah, true.
Fuzz from Australia, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, I hope you both are having a great night. Who is your MVP for tonight's game? I'll let you I'll let you go MVP first.
Probably McKee, to be honest. He's been, completing a lot of throws today. Even his press conference, I saw the quote. He was like, "My job is to get the ball into the receiver's hands." Like it was it was a back shot to Mariota or something.
They just keep it simple,
Right.
I like it. Yeah, I probably have McKee as my MVP. And if I had to go with a first half MVP, like I really like Nakobe Dean. I just thought Nakobe Dean got, penetration pause, but I so much is made of Nakobe Dean's too small that I think he showed today, man, he's going to be a force in this league. I really like Nakobe Dean.
Yeah.
Margo, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Trey Sermon, what do you think? I think the fumble hurt him, but I thought he had a nice recovery. And got that touchdown run. But I would say if I had to guess, I think Sturman's on the outside looking in. That's what I think. I don't think right now I would keep Scott over him, and I think Rashad Penny was much better tonight.
Yeah, it was cool to see too. Like even after the fumble, it was nice to see like Jalen Hurts went up to him, and you guys, yeah, they played together in 2019. They played together before. We went up to him in the sideline to kind of like keep your head up. You know what I mean? And,
yep.
And he ran for a touchdown, so it was nice that he got that back. So
yeah, Grandma David Super Chat goes Reddick, Smith, Davis, and Carter to line up together. Yeah, it's awesome. At one point tonight you had Dean, Smith, Davis, and Carter all out there one series, and then that was it. After that, Jordan Davis, Carter, and Dean were out of the game after that one drive. So
yeah.
Yeah, Dean saved it. I loved Dean. I love what I saw from him. I think he had 3 solo tackles while he was out there too. But to read the play in the backfield and get into the backfield on the goal line was like at the 1 yard line, and then create a fumble. That's what you want from him,
Which is supposed to give your offense more of like an advantage, like on this next series. You gotta give him a little pushback, but
yeah, he may be small. Right, than some other linebackers, but he's fast and he's very smart, and he reads the play really, really quick.
Doesn't hesitate on tackling. He sacrifices his body. Doesn't matter how he goes in and makes a tackle too. So pretty good.
Yeah. Yep. Teddy Cancun, 500 shakes. We all need to feel confident this year. Super Bowl number. I feel very confident. I got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I think we're going to win the Super Bowl, beat Kansas City in a repeat of last year. Dean's a playmaker. I'm very happy with Dean, So, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is there anything we're missing here? We're 48 minutes and we got 720 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't, I'm trying to think. Is there anything we're missing? Because I'm trying to, I feel like we've talked about everybody.
No, you didn't have starters in for long, or somewhat of what we had in for long. So there's only so much you can really go off of.
Yeah.
really.
And I really think, that Mariota and the way that he played really made he really took the opportunity away to see the receivers and get a look at them and talk about those guys. How are you supposed to do that with the way he played,
I get it.
Just in my opinion. So I don't know. It's just what I'm thinking. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for tonight. It's been a long day, Yeah, I don't know what else to say. We got one more preseason game Do I expect the Eagles to make any moves or anything? I don't think they do anything now. I think after the next game, we'll see something. Morgan Holmes, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Tanner Jeremy McKee should be the backup. Mariota's throwing to receivers like he had his helmet on backwards. I agree. I mean, I have to agree. Based upon who's looked better, McKee has. The question is going to be, would the Eagles actually do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Would they actually do that after they paying Mariota or not? I don't know the answer to that. But it's crazy. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, is there anything else, man, before we get out of here you want to talk about?
No, I think we covered everything. Like, we have one more preseason game, and then we have to make we'll have the new rule for this year with the cuts. We have to cut the roster down in 1 day now.
1 day, that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of players on waivers. I mean, I'm not happy with special teams at all. Like, backup quarterback and special teams are like especially like we can lose games because of that. I know a lot of people don't care about it too much. I get it, but it's very important. And
those are my biggest fears about this team are the special teams and the backup quarterback. Those are it. Other than that, I feel great.
Yeah.
So.
I'm glad Zach Cunningham made some noise today. I'm glad that, and he hasn't practiced, he's only practiced a few days. I mean, not much, you know what I mean? He's just got to the team.
No, he got a lot of reps and he was all over the field. Now, did they practice? They're off tomorrow, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, I mean, I think that's pretty much it, really. I guess that's about it. There's not really much to talk about. Ortrego Vengetta, 1990 David Super Chat. Any quarterbacks available for backup and Cowboys suck?
Vegeta. No, you didn't say anything wrong. Know. It's Vegeta, not Vegeta.
Vegeta. Okay. How do you know?
Dragon Ball Z.
I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched that? No. How did you never watch that?
Dude, I'm too.
You're mature. A loser. I was kidding.
I'm too mature for that movie or that show. It's a cartoon, right?
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Get that shit. I don't watch it. Crap. Yeah. That's what they do, right? I mean, I think it is fireball.
So you kind of know it.
I've seen like, like on like YouTube, like they have people watching. I don't watch it though. But thank you for Super Chat anyways. Is there any available quarterbacks for backup and Cowboys? Who's available? I mean, I don't know who's out there free agent wise. I know Nick Foles is available. Nick Foles is a free agent. I don't think they would bring him back. Matt Ryan, is he available? Is he a free agent right now?
Who?
Matt Ryan. Is he?
I think so.
Carson Wentz, I don't think they would bring him back. The guy I think that they should make a play for, if they can do this and it's not going to cost too much, I think trade for Malik Willis. If you could trade something for Malik Willis or they cut him, I think he's the perfect guy to bring in.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really given him any time because they switched GMs like the year after he was drafted.
Right, and he's on the outs now, and he might get cut. And he's a second-year player. I mean, the kid has talent, can run. I mean, why not?
I'm telling you, that guy that the Browns had, that Dory Thompson, like that, I knew that kid was going to be somewhat good because he's pretty good. That guy,
yeah,
Dorian Thompson.
He is good. Yeah, he was pretty good. That kid, that Watkins kid too, the receiver was killed us tonight.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. Since you brought that up, yeah, Watkins just missed some valuable time right now. Like a lot of valuable time. Yeah,
I know. And he caught a break that Oz went out. I mean, I hate to say it, but Oz could have had a big game. Mariota missed him like 2 or 3 times where he could have.
And Oz is quick. Oz is a pure slot, but you could probably put him on the outside too. Like Oz is great. He's
only thing about him is people said they remind him of Aguilar.
Why? Because
now I have this. I guess I have this image and I don't like that. But I liked what I saw from Oz, and yeah, Quez better get back soon. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Quez won't get cut, but he could lose that third spot. Definitely. You know, we'll see. It'll be interesting. But anyways, I think that's it. And thank you for all the super chats. You know, we have 622 people still in here. Thank you guys so much. I guess we'll let you guys go. I mean, you know, I'm sure there'll be more videos and stuff to talk about tomorrow. But I mean, that's all we really. I don't know. There's nothing more to say. Really, just another preseason game.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the regular season, so we'll get there once the cuts start happening. Like now, I don't know if they're going to start making. They have to do so. Yeah, so they can't cut people before the exact day, or do they just make literally all the cuts? Technically, they make all the cuts in one day. They have to sit.
Well, I don't. I think you can. I don't think it has to be all in one day, but you have to be to a. I think they're going to have to be to a whatchamacallit in by a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Like they can make the cuts, but
yeah,
like you can make the cuts early. You don't have to do it all at the same time.
Do our gravy super chat because I actually forgot all about that during the game.
Thank you for super chat, our gravy. We appreciate it. What were the fans chanting? We want.
Yeah, there was a chant going on, like real loud.
I think they were chanting. I believe people were telling me in my chat during the live stream that they were saying, "We want Allen. We want Allen for the punt returns." That's what I thought they were chanting. We want Allen for the punt returns. But I'm not sure. But that's what people were. That's what I was told in my chat during the game.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I was listening.
I think that's what it was, which makes sense. I mean, geez. Let's get it done already.
True.
Hold on, let me see. So, hold on. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else?
Your message you wanted to relay, if you're going to do it or not?
Oh, I just changed my mind.
All right.
I had a vent. I got it out.
I get it.
Yeah. It's just I get sick. I get sick of getting throttled all the time. That's all, but it's not for here or there. I shouldn't. I just had to get it out of my system. Now I'm fine. But all right, well, I guess that's it. We're gonna let you guys go. You guys take care. I don't have the Cowboys thing pulled up, so no Cowboys tonight.
No.
Cowboy fans will get a break. But with that said, we're gonna let you guys go. You guys take care. We'll talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Peace.
Peace.